Alright, today we have the review. The JG AUG with the military sight on it. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of JGs. I've been arguing with people all on my, team and friends, don't buy a JG, they're bad guns, but I've decided to, put this to a final test and buy a JG, relatively cheap one, but not a too cheap one so it's bad, see how it actually performs. And I'll give you my thoughts on it now with the review. So with the package, you're going to get two manuals, one for the AU2G, which is the one right here, and then one for the AU1G, which is just the same version with a shorter inner barrel and the rail. Now this one is a lot thicker than the other one, so I'm guessing this one has a little bit more stuff in it. I haven't looked at them, so you can yourself. You're going to get all the standard, Chinese crap. You're going to get the trickle charger. Usually you'll get one of these 8.4 volt batteries, and then you'll get this pack of BBs. Now, I was surprised with these BBs when I took them out. If you guys are buying JGs or any Chinese guns out there, check out these BBs. These were high polished seamless .2s, and I actually shot them out of this gun and they worked fine. So I would check these BBs. They were fine for me. I don't know, but they were okay. Then you'll get the gun with on-jamming rod, and yeah, here's the AUG, as some Black Ops fanboys are say. And if you're gonna cry about me saying AUG, go ahead, I don't care. Now with the gun, you're also gonna get a orange flash hider, but I bought separately a black flash hider. This one's actually really easy to come off. It just unscrewed for me, and then I screwed this one on pretty easily. But yeah, it will come with this one, don't get me wrong. Even though it says it comes with this, it doesn't. Now, the AUG's a bullpup, if you didn't know that, so the mags behind everything you hold. Features on this gun, it's got a huge inner barrel because it's a bullpup. It comes with a built-in scope. It's got a retractable foregrip, charging handle, safety. It's got a two-stage trigger, so pull it back halfway, you'll get semi, pull it back all the way, you'll get full auto. You got ambidextrous hop-up controls. You just remove one of these pieces. For some reason they sent me two, but yeah, you can change either one. You can just hop up from either side of the gun. You're going to get one green clear 300 round high cap. Probably holds around 300 rounds. I'm not going to sit here and count them for you. You got the battery goes in the back, and let's just start from the front of the gun. 14mm counterclockwise. This outer barrel is clockwise. I don't even know what millimeter, but you can put one of those Echo 1 suppressors on here that goes over the barrel. The foregrip. A lot of people said these are really cheesy and a downside of the gun. Yeah, there's some play in it, but it gets the job done. When you're shouldering it. The best part about this gun, there's not a lot of weight in the back, so you're not putting a lot of pressure on the foregrip anyway. And it just helps for aiming. Most of the time I leave it up and just hold it like this. I find it a lot more comfortable. But yeah, it's there if you need to. You got the charging handle, which if one of these were off, you'd pull it back, lock it up, and it would pull back the dust cover a little bit. And you can do that all you want. It's all metal. It's not going to break, I hope. You got the optic with iron sights right on the top, and then you have your adjustments here and underneath. Now, the funny thing about this scope is I couldn't adjust it all the way. I don't know if you can see that, but this adjustment for the right and left, I put in all the way so it would go left. It's all the way in, but when I still shoot it, the BB's still going to the left. Now I'm lining it up with the outer barrel, and the BB's shooting straight. It's not shooting left, it's just the optic won't adjust right. I don't know if this is a problem with my gun or it's with all of them, but it won't adjust. I think it adjusts up and down right, but it won't adjust right and left right. Sling mount up here, which is removable. You got a pin underneath there, you can pull that out if you want to. You got the handle, the safety. One thing I thought about the safety is a little bit loose, but what you can do is pull it out. There's a little metal bar in there. You bend it, put it back in, it'll work fine. It'll be a little bit tighter. You got your takedown plug, push it out, I'll show that later. Magazine release. You got another swivel sling mount right here, which is a little bit stiffer. If you want to, you can switch to the other side. You just have to remove a little washer inside, it'll come right out. You have the butt plate, which is rubber. You can just peel it off. which will reveal the wires, small Tamiya plug, and a fuse. And also in there's how you get to the gearbox. You remove the 2 screws, pull it out, remove some other stuff, and the gearbox comes out. Haven't done that yet because I haven't had need to. So some stats about this gun. Everything you see on it that's green is plastic, and everything that's black is metal. It's the basic rundown of it. It is a JG. FPS, you know, I use .25, so it's probably around the 350 range. You got a really long inner barrel too, so the accuracy is pretty good. Rate of fire. The rate of fire with this stock 9.6 is actually pretty good. The battery life, though, I haven't run it dead yet. I haven't played that long with it, but rate of fire was okay. And this is the only battery I could fit in it too. I tried a 9.6 butterfly and a 9.6 nunchuck. No, they would not fit in here. I could get the nunchuck to fit, but the butt plate wouldn't close all the way. There'd be one end about right here that would just pop up a little bit. So I guess it would work, but you just have to keep your shoulder on it so it wouldn't fall out. Now, build construction on it, it's pretty solid, even though this is the only thing that holds the upper and the lower together. It's still a pretty solid gun. The plastic, it's not the best in the world, but I mean, it's sturdy, it's smooth, it's got a nice finish on it. It's not going to break on you if you drop it. The whole front here is metal too. The only problem I found with this is there's a little bit of outer barrel wobble, but not a lot to bother you, so don't worry about it. So yeah, build construction, it's fairly good. Surprised me. You get to the takedown of the gun, take your mag out, and then take this pin. You can push it out either way, I'd say. I find it easier to push it up to the right and make sure that the lip is on the right side always. Once that's out, you can just pull your receivers apart, set that down, get all this. Now if you want to access your barrel on this, it's also pretty easily just pull the charging handle back, lock it back. It's a small pin screw right here, just push it down and twist up. Now you can see that the foregrip is, you know, crooked. Once that's done, you can completely remove your barrel. Set that aside. Now if you want to change the inner barrel on here, screw right here, screw right there. You remove those, whole assembly comes out. Change your hop up, change your barrel. If you want to change the outer barrel, screw here, outer barrel comes off. It's really a simple gun to work on. You gain access to the gearbox, gain access to the other barrel. Compared to an M4 or SCAR, this beats it every time. Reassemble is pretty easy. Slide this piece back. Go with the charging handle. Take your lower, and then just slide it back together. Take your pin, insert it back. And always make sure when you do this, make sure that pin is in there all the way, because if that pin falls out and you're in the game, the front assembly could just fall off, and that's not going to be a good day. Now the only thing I've done to this gun was change the hop-up bucking with a blue hop-up bucking, because the stock one, oh my god, it was terrible. I mean, it didn't even really work. I mean, the BB wouldn't even have hop-up, so I put in a Madbull blue hop-up, which is simple as hell, and it shoots great. Now, that was the only problem with it. Overall, I mean, it's I can't believe I'm saying this, but I mean, it's an actual decent gun that JG's made. How long it would last, the quality of the internals, I'd have to look at it. You know, I haven't opened it up or anything, but I mean, it sounds like it's shooting great. I mean, and it's a good gun. All right, I'll say that it's a good gun for the money. It was 175 bucks. I'm impressed. I'm actually going to be sending my M4 in for you know, a new wiring job soon, so I'm going to be using this a lot. So I mean, I have 2 other high caps with it, so it's practical. But yeah, it's definitely a good gun. It's a bullpup too, and I really wanted an AUG, and this fulfills that look. So overall, good gun for the money. Hop-up was a little bit bad. You know, it doesn't come with an orange flash hider, but you know, it does screw up pretty easily. Battery's a little bit small in the Maz, but I mean, it lasted me fine. Got a good rate of fire. Magazine's 330 rounds. I mean, I'm impressed. So yeah, that's been the review of the JG Military AUG.